right, so hello and welcome to class today. This is yoga for back pain. I'm going to be giving you a chair modification as well as a seated on the floor modification, so you can choose to do whatever works best for you. Listen to your body. That is the goal of this practice. It is supposed to help you with back pain, not make your back pain worse. So don't do anything that increases discomfort. Back out, don't go quite as far. Listen to your body and focus on your posture and focus on your breath. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and start seated. So like I said, you can sit in a chair or you can sit on the floor, whatever works best for your body. So as you find your comfortable seated position, just take a few moments, lengthen through the spine, draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Maybe your legs are cross-legged on the floor if that's comfortable. If not, you can just extend them out in front. And maybe close the eyes or even look down at the tip of the nose. And just take a few breaths here. Just inhaling in through the nose, filling up the belly. And exhale out through the mouth, navel to spine. Inhale, filling up the belly. Exhale, navel to spine. 3 more breaths. Inhale, fill up. Exhale out. And one more time. And when you're ready, just begin to open the eyes. We're going to start with our seated cat-cow. So just come to the edge of your seat. If you're in a chair, place your hands on your knees. And then inhale, fill up the belly once again. This time, extend the spine, drop the shoulders, look up towards the ceiling, or look straight ahead. Exhale, round your spine, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale again, filling up, dropping the shoulders, look straight ahead or look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And inhale up. Exhale, round. And slowly come back to center. Once again, find that straight spine, shoulders down. Take your right hand, reach behind your back, holding onto the chair. Inhale your left arm up, and then gently twist to the right side. Keeping the back straight, the shoulders down. Just a gentle twist. Maybe looking over the right shoulder on the exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale, and slowly come back to center. Now take your left hand, reach it behind your back, inhale your right arm up, and gently twist to the right side, keeping the back straight, shoulders down. Take a few deep breaths here. Just going to your edge where you notice sensation, but not increasing discomfort. One more inhale, one more exhale, and slowly come back to center. So now we're going to make our way into standing, and I did forget to mention that you might want to have a chair handy, especially if you need help with balance. So just kind of head in that chair beside you, or you can even hold on to a wall if you need to. But we're going to start in a foundational posture called Tadasana. So you're just going to bring your feet hip-width distance apart, press your feet into the mat, and micro-bend your knees. Contract your thighs, contract your glutes, so just squeezing the glutes. Draw the belly into the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and begin to look straight ahead. Eyes can be open or closed. Once again, focusing on posture. Coming back to the breath. Noticing if you're holding on to any tension, sending your breath to those areas of tension. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep both arms up and overhead. You can always bend the elbows if you have shoulder problems. And then begin to bump your hips to the left, bring your arms to the right, stretching out the left side body. Draw your left shoulder slightly back, look straight ahead, or you can look up at your hand if that feels better to your body. If you want to straighten out your arms, do whatever feels best to your body. Take a few deep breaths into the left side body, the rib cage, all the way down to the hip. One more inhale, one more exhale, and inhale back to center. Now we're going to drop the hips to the right, bring your arms to the left, either bent arms or straight arms. Draw your right shoulder slightly back and look straight ahead, or you can look up at the right hand if you want a little additional stretch in the neck. Most importantly, stay with your breath. One more inhale, one more exhale. Slowly rise back to the center, and then one more time, bump the hips to the left, arms to the right, keeping your body in one straight plane. Imagine you have glass in the front and glass in the back. So you're not leaning back, you're not leaning forward, just one straight line. One more inhale, one more exhale, and slowly rise to the center. Last time, drop the hips to the right, arms to the left. Maybe you can go just a little further this time. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. One more exhale, and slowly come back to center and bring the hands to heart center. All right, so next we're going to come into a standing leg stretch. So this is where you'd want to probably hold on to a chair if you need it for balance, or you can hold on to a wall. So begin to press your right foot into the mat. Really root that foot down into the mat. Squeeze your thigh, squeeze your glutes, draw your belly into your spine. And lift your left leg up off the floor. It doesn't matter how high, level 1, beginner, just however high you choose to. You can maybe hold the chair, draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine. Find a non-moving object to focus on to help you with your balance. If you close your eyes, you'll make it harder. So only do that if you feel like you need a challenge. If you want to take a little more of a challenge, maybe you can grab hold of your knee and draw it into your chest, but only do that if you have your balance here. Focus on the spine, focus on the core, draw the belly in. One more inhale. One more exhale, and drop the left leg down. Shake it out a little bit, switch to the left foot. So press in the left foot into the mat, squeeze your thigh, squeeze your glutes, draw your belly in, lift your right leg up. Maybe you hold on to the chair, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe if you have your balance, you can let go of the chair, bring the hands to heart center. Maybe if you're super steady, you can grab your right knee, but really focus on the back. So try to keep the back straight. Protect the core, protect the back by engaging the core. Draw the belly in. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. And one more time on each side. Shake it out. Press through the right leg. Lift the left leg off the floor. Spine is straight. Belly's in tight. Maybe let go of the chair. Maybe hands to heart center. Maybe grab hold of the knee and draw it into the chest. Keep your right standing leg strong. One more inhale. One more exhale. And release, shake it a little bit. Press through the left foot. Squeeze the thigh, the glutes, draw the belly in. Right leg reaches up. Stay here. Or grab the right knee. One more inhale. One more exhale. And drop the right leg down. Shake it out a little bit. And we'll come into tree pose next. So maybe you're still using the chair to hold on to. Press your right foot into the mat. Squeeze the right thigh. Squeeze the right glute. Suck the belly in. And then you're going to turn your left knee out to the side. So maybe you keep your toes all the way on the floor. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. And then just some progression. If you feel steady, you can slide your foot up your calf. That's an option. Maybe you want to bring your arms up and overhead or even bend the elbows. Your choice, whatever feels best to your body. Engage the core, protect the back. Stay with the breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. And bring the hands to heart center. Shake the right leg out a little bit. And switch to the left side. So press the left foot in, squeeze the left thigh, the left glutes, draw the belly in, reset the spine, turn the right knee out to the side. Maybe the toes stay on the floor. Maybe you need the fingertips on the chair. It's more important that you protect your back. If you need to hold on for balance, maybe bring the hands to heart center. Maybe slide the foot up the calf. Just avoid the knee joint, not pressing into the knee. Maybe lift the arms up and overhead. One more inhale. One more exhale. Release down, shake it out, and last time, press through the right side. Turn the left knee out. Maybe let go of the chair. Maybe slide the heel up the calf. Maybe reach the arms overhead. Whatever works for you. Listening to your body is the most important part of this practice. Backing out if anything is increasing discomfort. One more inhale. One more exhale. And bring the hands to heart center. Shake out the legs. So take your chair and step away from your chair. Bring your hands to the top of the chair. Find a straight spine if that feels good to your back, or you can round it if that's uncomfortable. And just begin to bend one knee at a time, walking your dog. This is a modified downward facing dog, stretching out the whole back side of the body. So pedaling the legs if you have really tight hamstrings. And if not, you can press your heels down into the mat, bring your head in between the biceps, draw your belly into your spine, engage that core. Take a few deep breaths here. One more inhale, one more exhale, and then slowly rising up one vertebrae at a time, taking your time, making sure you're not dizzy, having the head below the heart. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way down onto the floor. So if you want to sit on a blanket or a pillow just to elevate the hips a little bit, you can. If you have a strap handy, you can grab hold of your strap. So finding that straight spine, pressing the hands into the floor, draw the shoulders down, flex the feet, and then take a few deep breaths here. If you notice any discomfort, you can always bend the knees. So just settling in here for a few breaths. Focusing on posture, which is something that can definitely cause pain in the body if you have poor posture. So the more that you practice this posture, the better it will naturally become. And then on your next inhale, reach both arms up and overhead, hinge forward at your hips. Try to keep your back flat unless it's uncomfortable, reaching down towards your toes. If you can't reach your toes, you can bend your knees and grab hold of your toes, bringing your chest towards your thigh, or you can use your strap. If you have a strap handy, a belt handy, you can walk your hands down your strap. Just making sure that you can breathe here. You're not compressing too much the lungs and the diaphragm so that you can comfortably breathe. Inhale, filling up the belly. Exhale, navel to spine. Maybe you can go a little further on your exhale, but listen to your body. More is not always better. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly rising back up. And when you're ready, slowly roll down onto your back. So keeping your knees bent. And maybe just take a few windshield wipers, just gently rocking the knees from side to side. Loosening up any tension in the low back and the hips. And then draw both knees into the chest. You can grab behind the knees. You could grab above or below the knees, but just not right on top of the knees. So bringing the knees into the chest. Maybe even gently rocking side to side, only if that feels good to your spine. Take a few breaths here. you're ready, bring your feet back down to the floor. Keep your knees bent. You're gonna drop both of your knees. So lift up your hips slightly and drop both of your knees to the right side of the floor, keeping the knees bent. If you have a blanket or a bolster, if your knees don't make it all the way down to the floor, you can tuck your bolster there just for support. And then bring both your arms out to a T. And if it feels good to your neck, begin to look over at your left hand. Taking a few deep breaths here. Twisting out the spine. Releasing any tension in the neck and the shoulders. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly bring the knees back to center and then lift up the hips slightly. Drop your knees to the left side this time. Maybe you need a blanket or a block or a pillow to go underneath your knees if they don't make it to the floor. Both arms are out to the side. Look straight up at the ceiling or look over at your right hand for a full spinal twist. Stay with your breath. Notice sensations on the right side this time in the low back and the hip. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly bring your knees back to center. And if it feels good, take just a few more windshield wipers, just loosening up any remaining tension that you may be noticing in the low back and the hips. And then for the last few minutes, we're going to make our way into a final resting posture of Shavasana. So for you, that could be lying completely on the floor with your legs out to the side, your arms out to the side. But if you have low back pain, this is not always the best position to be in. So maybe you want to bend your knees. Maybe you want to take your bolster and slide it underneath your knees. That feels really nice, just to take some pressure off the low back. And if you don't have a bolster, but you have a chair handy, another really good option is just to place your legs up in the chair as you're resting here in your final resting posture. So just take a few more moments to focus on the breath. Allow your breath to release any tension that may be remaining. And take one more inhale, filling up the belly. And exhale, release it, let it go. And then whenever you're ready, bending your knees, bringing your feet off the chair if they're there, rolling over to one side of the body, gently pressing yourself up back to a seated position. And as we close our practice today, thank you for showing up and sharing this practice with me. Go in peace. Namaste.